Hello, welcome to Adaptive Yoga Live with me, Basma. Today I'll be taking you through a 30-minute seated yoga class with some options to stand towards the end of the class. As always, it's your practice, so stay in your lane and do what works for you. I invite you to gather everything you need and find a comfortable seat, and we'll begin. Ensuring that your feet are flat on the ground or on a cushion or a block, and that your sit bones are resting on the seat, perhaps with a pillow or some support behind your back. And we're just going to take a minute or two to bring our awareness to our body, putting aside whatever has come before in your day, in your week, whether good or bad. You can close the eyes if you wish and bring your awareness to the soles of your feet. Feel them connecting to the support below. Moving awareness up the legs to the knees, to the sit bones. Perhaps feeling a sense of weight, of heaviness, grounding you down. Becoming aware of your belly and your chest, all the way up to your shoulders, your face. See where you can soften. Lovely. And then coming to your breath. Just notice before changing anything where you're breathing, how you're breathing. In yoga, we breathe in and out through the nose. So becoming aware of the breath entering the nostrils, traveling down to the chest, all the way to the belly. And then as you exhale, follow the breath as it comes all the way back up and out of the nose. Just observing the breath. Bringing awareness to that central column, that stream or channel, the midline of the body. Perhaps you notice after a few breaths, the breath naturally starts to slow and deepen. And then notice how the breath moves the body. On an inhalation, gently lifting the rib cage. On an exhalation, the rib cage falls. And then perhaps beginning to exaggerate this movement. So as you inhale, the chest lifts, pressing down into the soles of the feet and coming onto the forward part of the sit bones. And as you exhale, rocking to the back of the sit bones, releasing the feet a little. Following the breath to move the body. Inhaling, pressing into the feet as the chest lifts. Exhaling as you come all the way back. Lovely. And then let's start to add the hands, just like we did last week. Inhale, the hands slide to the hips, opening the chest. Exhale, as the hands slide to the knees, rounding your spine, perhaps lowering chin to chest. Inhale, lifting the heart, lifting the head. Exhaling as you round the spine. One more time like that. Starting to bring movement to the body. Lovely. Coming back to center. Let's take the shoulders all the way up to the ears with your next inhalation when you're ready. Inhaling as shoulders rise, exhale, lower all the way down. We'll do that 2 more times, following your breath. Inhale, fill the belly with breath, shoulders come all the way up, and exhale them down. Last time. Inhaling, notice how much tension you're holding onto in that area. And then exhale as you let it all go. Fantastic. From here, perhaps we can make a few circles with the shoulders now. So inhaling as you bring the shoulders all the way forwards and up. Exhaling back. We'll do that another 4 times. Perhaps you can place your hands on your shoulders so you can add the arms into the movement. Or perhaps your hands stay in your lap. It's all good. Lovely. After 5 circles, see if you can do it the other way. So inhaling as the shoulders come back, up, and then round. Again, you can bring your hands to your shoulders if you wish. Keeping the chest lifted, keeping contact with the chair and the ground. Lovely. Bringing hands all the way back to your lap. We'll start to move the neck. So just like last week, we can begin with this yes and no movement. So begin with nodding the head, gradually exploring the movement. How is your neck feeling today? Perhaps the movement gets a little bit bigger, or maybe not. Coming back to center, and we'll shake our head no. So turning the head side to side, keeping the chest lifted, keeping the shoulders facing forward so you're not taking your shoulders with you, just turning the neck. And if it only turns a little bit, that's fine. It's not about the amount of movement, but the quality. So make it slow, make it mindful. Lovely. Coming back to center, let's make a figure of 8 with our nose. So imagining you had a pencil or a pen attached to the end of the nose, to the tip of the nose, and we're going to draw a figure 8 shape, like the infinity sign. Take it slow. Lovely. Coming back to center, we'll take it the other way. So it can be a small 8, it can be a big 8. Your choice. Do it your way. Lovely. Coming back to center, we'll come into our side body opener now. So either with your left hand supporting you on your chair, or your forearm can rest on your thigh. We're going to place the right hand on the rib cage, Or you can place your right hand on your shoulder, or perhaps you'd like to take your right arm all the way up and over. And we'll do this 3 times. So when you're ready, grounding down from the hips, lifting up from the waist. Begin with an exhalation. And then inhale, opening up the side of the body, exhaling back. 2 more times. Inhaling and exhale back. Last time. Inhale and exhale. Coming into sitting for a moment before doing the same on the other side. So ensure that you're supported, taking your hand to either your rib cage, to your shoulder, or perhaps you want to use the arm in the movement as well. Exhale, and then inhale, leaning over, opening the side body, exhaling back. 2 more times. Inhale and exhale. And we want to make sure that we're not rotating the shoulder forwards. So rotate your rib cage up to the sky. 1 more time. And exhale back. Lovely. From here, find that connection again. The soles of the feet grounding down. Chest lifts. We'll come into a little twist. So we're going to place our palms facing up as if we were holding a tray. Exhale as you sink into the sit bones. Inhale, lift up from the waist, long side body, and we're going to twist over to the side. Inhaling as we come back to center. Exhale, twist. 2 more times on either side. Lovely. Just see if you can keep that contact with the ground and with the sit bones on the chair as you twist. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Lovely. Coming back to center. From here, we're going to rotate the right wrist and the left ankle at the same time. So give it a go. Either lifting the foot or you can keep the foot grounded. So maybe 3 circles one way, 3 circles the other way. And then release. We'll do the same on the other side. So this is great. Oh, I wonder if you can hear those, my ankle clicking. This is great for motor control. When we use opposite sides of the body, it helps to connect the 2 hemispheres of the brain. Lovely, releasing that side down. From here, we'll come into a little bit of a strengthening pose for the legs. It's called chair pose. In Sanskrit, it's called Utkatasana, which translates as fierce pose. So I want you to think of using all your mental and your physical strength and determination in this one. So if you are able to, coming onto the edge of your chair, the feet are hip distance apart. From here, we're going to press into the soles of the feet, making sure that the knees aren't splaying outwards. You're going to hug everything into the midline of the body. Exhale, and then inhale as you lift your chest. So I'll come side on to show what we're doing. It's as if you were trying to stand up out of the chair. And it might be for you that you just come forwards and lift your chest. It might be that you can hover the seat above the chair. So you're actually coming onto the feet. We're going to do this 3 times. Okay, so you can have your hands in your lap, you can have your hands on your waist, or if you wish, you can bring your arms all the way up in front of you, exhaling down. Inhale, exhale. One more time. And exhaling. So I wonder if you felt the burn in your thighs and your legs as you did that one. Wonderful. I'd like to invite you to bring your awareness to your hip flexors now, to the 2 muscles at the front of your hip joints, where your pockets would be if you were wearing trousers. And we're going to see if we can release into these muscles a little. So we have options. We can either, option 1 is taking one leg out long whilst the other leg is bent, making sure that you're supported either side, and then inhaling as you lift the hips up. And perhaps you'll just feel a gentle pull in the front of this hip there. Exhaling as you lower. So that's option 1. Option 2 is we come into a lunge shape, and we can do this by turning into the chair. Now, a little tip here. This helps people with shorter legs. So people like me might find if you're able to turn the chair so that you turn it about a quarter turn so that one leg is facing forwards. And then you can come into your lunge shape by turning to the side. The front knee is bent. The back leg is working towards straight. Ensure that you have support. And instead of just sinking the hips forward, lift up from the pit of the belly until you can feel that sensation in the front of your hip there. Now, that's option 2. Option 3, if you're able to come into standing, take some support and take a half step forward with your right foot, a half step forward with your back with your left, bending into the right knee as you lift the chest and then sinking down into the hips until you can feel the stretch on the left leg, so the leg that's straight. So you have 3 options there. Take your pick. And we're going to hold that for, if you're standing, hold for 3 to 5 breaths. If you are seated in a lunge shape, you can hold for about the same. And then when you're ready, we will come back to center, taking the pose the other way. So either coming into this position, bringing awareness to the front of the hip, pulling up from the pit of the belly. Or perhaps the first choice, bending the right knee now as you straighten the left leg. And then inhaling as you lift your hips. Or perhaps in standing, half step forward, half step back, bending into the left knee now, exhaling, and then inhale as you pull up from the pit of the belly. Lovely. We hold so much tension in these muscles, in the iliopsoas muscles. Breathe into sensation. Breathe into whatever you're feeling. And then exhale as you come back to center, pausing for a moment. We're going to come into a balance pose now, Vriksasana, tree pose. And we can do this seated as we did last week if you join me, or we can do it in standing. So I will begin by showing you the seated version. Bring the chair back. So coming onto the sit bones, lifting the chest, and just taking the left ankle and placing it over the right so that your left knee is pointing away from your body. Or another option is to bring your left ankle over your right knee. If you are able to stand and you wish to try this in standing, ensure that you have good support. And you can do the same, taking your left ankle over your right, or perhaps bringing the sole of the foot to the right calf. And wherever you are, I invite you to press down into the right big toe, to pull up from the pit of the belly, lift the chest, lift the crown of the head to the sky. And find those 4 bands. 1 band around the belly button, 1 band around the chest, the 3rd around the eyes, and the 4th like a halo at the crown of the head. And then stack those bands one on top of the other. Fantastic. You can bring your hands to Anjali Mudra, to prayer pose, or they can be on your lap or on your hips. Or perhaps you can find some branches. Lovely. Bringing your hands all the way back to center. Releasing the hands, releasing the legs. Shake it out. And we'll do the same on the other side. When you're ready. Maybe taking a few bounces into the feet if you're standing. This helps with proprioception. And then taking the right ankle now, perhaps placing it over the left, or maybe the sole of the foot comes to rest on the calf. Square the hips to the front. Find your 4 bands. Feel grounded, so pressing down into the foot as you lift up at the same time. So feel that energy in 2 different directions. And bringing your hands to your choice of position, either hips or lap, heart or branches. And you'll notice I'm wobbling a little bit. It's all good. Keep breathing, keep smiling. And release. Shaking out the legs. From here, if you're standing, come back down onto your chair and grab a cushion or a pillow, placing it on your lap. Ensure that you are as comfortable as you can be. And then I invite you to bring your forearms onto the pillow or the cushion with your palms facing up, if that feels comfortable for you. Ensuring that your back is supported, the feet are supported. And then, if it feels safe to do so, close your eyes. Becoming aware of the palms of the hand and the space between the fingers. Becoming aware of the forearms, the upper arms, the shoulders, the face, back of the head, Becoming aware of the chest, the belly, the back, the entire torso. Becoming aware of your hips, your seat, the thighs, the knees, calves, the ankles, tops of the feet, the toes, and the soles of the feet. Bringing awareness to the entire body, the shape of the body, the weight of the body. Becoming aware of your breath. Just flowing in and out of your nose, like the waves of the ocean. With every inhale, chest lifts. With every exhale, melt your body like a puddle. For the last few breaths, notice if there's tension anywhere in the body. See whether there is something, somewhere, that you can soften. Something that you can let go. I would like to end today's practice with humming bee breath. So for this version, keep your eyes closed. Inhale through the nose, take a big deep breath. And then on an exhalation, just hum. Make a humming sound, any pitch, any tone. Just like that. When you're ready, we'll do 2 more. Inhaling through the nose. And then as you exhale, hum. Last one, inhale. Keeping eyes closed, coming back to your normal breath. I invite you to feel and sense that buzz, that hum within you. That same energy that circulates through you, that connects you with everything and everyone. When you're ready, bringing your hands to heart center, either hands to prayer position or perhaps what I call heart hug mudra. Placing your left hand on top of your heart, right hand on top of left. Thank you so much for joining me today and sharing your practice with me.